Well, hello. Welcome to London for today's two-part massive news signing unveiling here for Queensberry. As you can see from this top table, it's big news. Prince Aadam Hamed is simply one of the greatest fighters that this country has ever produced. And the hands that guided his career for so many years were the hands of Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren here. And now it's all about the next generation. Young Aadam Hamed has joined Queensberry and joined Frank Warren. And I'm delighted to be in the company of new manager Sam Jones, the legend himself, Mr. Prince Aadam Hamed, Aadam Hamed, who we're going to hear from, and a beaming promoter, Frank Warren. Naz, I'd love to just start with you. This is a big day for the Hamed family. Tell us what's going on, and does this feel a bit surreal?
You have to start with me. No, I'm only kidding. This is a huge day. We've been waiting for it for a while. I'm just so happy for Aadam today. On the signing, for me personally, no better in the hands of Hall of Fame promoter. And I remember giving Frank a lifetime statue of me in his office that said, to the best promoter in the world, from the best fighter in the world. And I always remain with that. In my eyes, Frank is a million times better than Eddie and all of them in this country, and they know that. They're only trying to catch up and trying to be like Frank. But that's one of the biggest reasons. And also, I said to Aadam and my family, my career only could go in a certain way simply because I had the best promoter. He knew exactly where in the country that I should fight, what places, what opponents, and what arenas. And boy, did we sell them out. We sold them out, and everything went good. I'm hoping the same. Today's a big day for me, because as the father of Aadam, it's going to be a great signing. Aadam's going to be on a regular, God willing, on the best shows, the biggest shows. He's got his other brothers here, Sami Naseem and Suleiman Naseem, who's also going to be fighting, and we're looking forward to Sami fighting too. So I'm more than happy to sit here beside my son, and in my eyes, he's a future world champion. Inshallah. And I just hope and I pray that Allah makes him better than I was as a world champion.
Thank you, Naz. Let's get a word from Sam Jones. Sam, you've been giddy all week about this. We've been messaging. You've got your hero next to you. You've got Aadam in the middle as well. Tell us a little bit about Aadam. He's up with Jamie Moore as well. Tell us a little bit.
No, look, Aadam's been training a long time for this. This isn't a game for him. He takes it very seriously, and you're gonna see what the noise is all about. He really is. This is his dad created a great legacy. Everybody knows his dad. Most exciting fighter there's ever been, and Aadam's going to create his own legacy. But
well, only you think that.
No, not only me. Frank thinks that as well. But no, this is Aadam's time, and it's going to be a very exciting journey. So tune in, because he's got some pop, baby.
Sounded like a young Naz yourself there. Let's bring in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. I mean, yeah, look across at the table. You can see the next generation and the man who really has done so much for your career over the years as well. What a day it is.
It's a marvellous day. I can't tell you how thrilled I am. Naz and I go back a long time. We had some fantastic times together. Some historical moments, not just in British boxing, but in world boxing. Some brilliant times, and parts of his career were the best times I had in boxing, no doubt about that. And to be sitting here with his son, who I've got to tell you, he's much better looking than he was his age. Much better looking.
That's because of his mama.
I know it is. The lovely Alicia's, yeah. And I've got to tell you, it's a privilege for me, and I'm thrilled, and I'm looking forward to being part of this journey, and I'm going to give everything I got to try and get him into the position. I will give him the platform and ensure that platform's there to ensure that he can emulate. If he does a tenth of what his dad does, exactly, he's brilliant. And I know he's, and what we've heard and what we've seen, he's capable of that, and he certainly wants it. There's no doubt about that. The desire and the hunger is there, and it's my job, and I will do my job well to ensure that the path is as smooth as can be from when you get to the stage where you hopefully fight for a world title.
Thank you.
That's what we've got to do.
Nice.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Aadam, it's all about you today. Let's hear from you. You must look around at this table and think, I'm in safe hands. Welcome to Queensberry. Give us your thoughts on this big day.
Yeah, of course. I'm in a great position to be here. Obviously, what my dad did with Frank created history, and I'm looking to recreate that. I think I always wanted a UK promoter, and I always knew in my heart that I wanted it to be Frank. I felt like he's always going to look after me the most. I look at him like family, so big up Uncle Frank, and thank you to everyone for coming out here today. Big up Sam, you know what I mean? He's been working tremendously hard behind the scenes, and everything's finally unfolding now. So, like you guys said, inshallah I can deliver, and I want to put on a few shows for everyone.
Let me scratch a little bit deeper, Aadam. Where does your hunger to be a fighter really come from? Because, I mean, you've clearly, you know, Naz is one of the most successful British boxers of all time. You'd have been brought up in great surroundings. Where did that hunger to be a fighter come from?
I think it was always in me since a kid, obviously. You know what I mean? My dad says I come out of his left ball bag, so it was always there. But to be honest with you, I want to be respected for Aadam Hamed rather than being respected for Naz's boy, you know what I mean?
Be your own man.
And make my own legacy and be my own man, exactly. And I think I'm on the right path. I graft every day like it's my last day, you know what I mean? I really do, I take this serious. And sooner or later, you're going to find out.
We had your debut on a huge stage on the Usyk Dubois undercard. I saw you come out, you had your brothers behind you as well. I didn't see any nerves. Were you nervous at all?
I actually said I was waiting for them to sort of kick in, you know what I mean? I thought maybe when I see the crowd and the rest of it and the lights, maybe it's going to kick in, but alhamdulillah, it never did. I actually felt very, very confident walking down there. I was buzzing. I just couldn't wait to get in there and prove to myself and prove to others what I've been doing in the gym.
And Naz, how was that for you, watching that debut? There was, you know, scenes of you ringside clapping on, but you didn't go on the ring walk. You were sort of watching it from afar. Tell us how you felt in that moment.
I've got nothing to do with ring walks. I've been in, you know, I've had my time in the sun. I've done the best ring walks ever. This time is for my son, and it'll always be about my son and all my three sons, because this is their time now. And Adam's in the best position, like he said. Alhamdulillah, thank God. He comes at a stage where he really wants it. He trains twice a day, every day. But I'm just more than happy, you know, to be more proud to be a dad that's very supportive. I'm looking forward to see which fight Frank's going to put him on first, which show, and how big that show's going to be. Is it going to be big enough for us, yo?
Well, Frank, over to you. Any kind of indication early on when we can look at a debut, and what's the plan here?
Well, we're working on it, but look, I want to say how it is. This is about his career. It's about Adam's career. This is about making the right moves at the right time. And it's about getting experience. And the big shows, the big shows will come in the future, and hopefully he'll be topping those big shows. In the meantime, he's got to continue his education, spending time in the gym, which I know he does, fighting regularly, and as I've just said, experience. That's what boxing's all about, is learning and learning. He's got a good team around him, got a good manager. I know Sam.
Thanks, Frank.
Is a young guy. No, he's a young guy, and he's out there, and he's enthusiastic. He's got knowledge, and you know he's gonna be in there doing the bit for the team. So this is going to be a team effort, but at the end of the day, it's about getting experience.
Definitely.
That's what it's about. It's not a peeing contest. It's experience, and then when you're ready to go, you've got it. You know, you've got that knowledge. You've got that behind you. You've fought on all types of shows, big shows, small shows. You've fought on them all, and then you get the big stage. You're onto the big stage, and you show everybody what you got.
That's it.
Well, Aadam, we saw that debut, and it was over very, very quickly. I wanted to see a bit more, to be honest with you. What can we expect going forward from Aadam Hamed? Because I didn't really get too much of an idea of your style that night either, because you got the fella out of there so quickly. What can we expect?
Just expect fireworks. I'm looking to entertain as well as get the knockouts. But like Frank said, it's an experience thing, and we're going to level up every fight, and step by step, it's a work in progress, like, you know what I mean? So I'm happy to get in there and get the job done, but I also want to entertain. But whatever Frank puts in front of me, same outcome. I'm coming for it all.
Where does this journey take you?
Inshallah, to the top. You know, I wouldn't do it unless I thought I was going to be in the big fights, fighting for titles, and I really do want to prove myself like that. So hopefully to the top very soon.
I'm very conscious that we're going to lose Naz. We'll probably end this part of the press conference very soon because we've got some Friday prayers coming up. But Naz, I've got to ask you, what role are you going to look to play in the career of Aadam? We've got the manager, we've got the promoter here as well. What role are you going to play? I'm
going to play the role that is only for me, and that is his dad, you know. Things are going to be taken care of in regards with Frank and his manager right here, Jonesy, I call him, Jonesy baby. So, look, we're just confident that that Aadam produces the goods, and he comes out. In my eyes, people think and say that there's a lot of pressure on him. He's got boots to fill. He's got no boots to fill, and there's no pressure, because if you've got it and you're naturally that good and you're from them kind of genes and you've got that DNA, then you just got to turn up. And that's what I used to say. I've already won. I just need to turn up. I'm hopefully thinking, God willing, inshallah, that's the same with my son. I'm confident that Aadam's going to bring. See, we don't just wear drama. We bring the drama.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Naz. Let's get a final word from Aadam. Aadam, today is all about you. What is your message to the fans at the start of your journey with Queensberry, Fight 2 onwards? Tell them something.
Just thank you for everyone supporting. Please keep supporting, tune in. I'm really, really doing this to better myself and better my life, and prove to everyone that I can be something, and I'm not just my dad's son, I'm Aadam Hamed. And big up Uncle Frank. Can't wait to be part of the Queensberry team.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Naz. Thank you, Aadam. Thank you, Frank. Let's get some photos down the front. We'll be back very, very shortly for part 2.
I'm really excited.
Aadam.
Yeah, we need to take one and then I'm out of this.
Put you in the middle here.
Are we going down the front?
No, we're staying up here.
Do you want to do it up here?
Yeah.
Let me get in one, I'm out of here.
Let's say Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Stand down here for me, please. Straight this way in the middle, please, just here.
Happy birthday, Mundo.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
It's his birthday.
Today. Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, dear Aadam.
Appreciate you. Can't wait to do this, man.
Here's Prince Aadam Hamed. There is electricity in this crowd.
Aadam Hamed. There's been plenty of new Nazis. The truth really is there was only ever one. There was only ever one. Only ever one.
Time for the next chapter.
Hamed starts with a win.
The Hamed legacy continues with Queensberry. Big up Uncle Frank.
I'm over the moon and I can't wait to get the ball rolling and have some big nights and great memories with Queensberry. So I started as a kickboxer, then I did a bit of Thai boxing, boxed for Team GB for 8 years, and then I signed professional and won the IBO lightweight world title in my 5th fight, and then moved on to super lightweight, become world champion, unified champion, then undisputed, and here we are now. So I've always liked Frank Warren. I think he keeps it real. I think he's going to be good for me to get my name out there, build my profile. I'm hungry again. I'm out for revenge, and I'm going to make a massive point in the 140 division now that I want my belts back and I'm coming for all, and I'm excited to do this with Queensberry and have Frank backing me. I'm over the moon and I can't wait to get the ball rolling and have some big nights and great memories with Queensberry. So I started as a kickboxer, then I done a bit of Thai boxing, boxed for Team GB for 8 years, and then I signed professional and won the IBO lightweight world title in my 5th fight, and then moved on to super lightweight, become world champion, unified champion, then undisputed, and here we are now. So I've always liked Frank Warren. I think he keeps it real. I think he's going to be good for me to get my name out there, build my profile. I'm hungry again. I'm out for revenge, and I'm going to make a massive point in the 140 division now that I want my belts back and I'm coming for all, and I'm excited to do this with Queensberry and have Frank backing me.
She did me like wanting loads of money.
Just waiting for them to count.
Do you want some water?
I'm okay, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, hello. Welcome back to part 2 of today's massive press conference. 2 huge signings for Queensberry, for Frank Warren. And as you can see at the top table here, we have got... Forget men's boxing, forget female boxing. This is very simply one of the best fighters in the world today. She's the former undisputed super lightweight champion of the world, Shantel Cameron. She's joined the ranks after a roller coaster of a 2023. She's going to start 2024 off with a bang with Queensberry. She comes to us with a record of 18 wins, only that one defeat. And of course, she's the only professional fighter to hold a win over Katie Taylor. Now, I'm going to start off with a Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Frank Warren, who is beaming, who is delighted. Another fantastic signing here. And Frank, when you heard that Shantel may be available, I bet that got your ears perked up.
It certainly did, and we were really keen to get her signature, and we've done that. Got a fantastic record, 18-1, dodgy one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. You know, I was the old bloke who never really got too much into women's boxing, and I've sort of changed my opinion over the last few years. And you know, we got one of the best there, no doubt about that. And I'm looking forward to some really good fight nights working with her.
Well, welcome, Shantel Cameron. Great to have you on the team here. Tell us how you're feeling. It's been like the 2023 was like up and down for you, and we've been waiting. When's she going to fight again? Looks like we're getting some clarity. How do you feel?
I'm delighted to be new boxer for Queensberry, fighting on TNT, and just very grateful to Frank Warren and George for signing me and going to back me to get my belts back and get back on top and show everyone that my last defeat, that will never happen again.
Is that a fight that you've been able to kind of watch back and digest, or is it still too kind of a...
I've actually not watched it back yet because there was a bit too much blood, and I'm still frustrated from the fight. There was a lot of hugging, holding, headbutting. So I'll watch it back at some point, but that's when she starts running and gives me that fight. So I'll watch it back, and then I'll obviously have to see what went wrong, what went right. But obviously I know kind of what did happen, and it's all in my head still because I'm so frustrated about the fight and annoyed that I did lose, but not watch it back just yet. It's up here for now. Don't need to watch it.
Has that lit something in you, Shantel? Is there like a more fire than ever from this version of Shantel Cameron?
100%, and now I've got a new promoter that's going to back me 100%. I feel like now my worst fear in boxing was losing, and I've had that loss, and now it's completely different. I feel like I just want to rip everyone's head off because it's at the point now where I took that loss, I know what I'm capable of, and I just won't let it happen again. And anyone that's in my way, I'm coming for them, and I'm going to get my belts back one way or another.
So the message is very clear, Frank. Shantel Cameron wants her belts back. What kind of plan have we got for her?
We're going to announce the show next week, aren't we? So we've got quite a big show that she's going to feature on, and I'm looking forward to that. You're going to love the show as well. And she will get the opportunity to win her belts back. We'll make sure that happens. There'll be a pathway put there for her to follow. And at the end of the day, she's capable, and I'm quite sure she will get what she is setting out to do, which is to become world champion again.
And in terms of her signing, joining Queensberry, this is someone clearly at the very top of her game right now. Still, perhaps the best years still yet to come, but she's already an undisputed champion in her weight division. This is quite a marquee signing, Frank.
It is. And women's boxing is going from strength to strength, and it's because of Katie, Shantel, and, we've got Raven, and we've got, a few other ladies have signed with us, and they're trailblazers. And people are buying into it now, and they're appearing on big shows. And as I say, what we're going to announce next week, everybody's going to be delighted with. I promise you they will be.
Shantel, how do you reflect on your 2023? Because it was a breakout year, almost certainly, that you got that win over Katie Taylor, but then it ended not so great for you. How do you reflect on it?
It was definitely a roller coaster. In May, I was on top of the world. I proved everyone that I was the best 140-pounder and took Katie's crown on her homecoming. So I ruined her homecoming like I said I was going to do. But then obviously November didn't quite go to how I planned it to go. But I kind of took it as a massive lesson now because I just got to make sure that I don't get complacent, I don't switch off and be hungry, and just got to get that savageness back in me and make sure that if someone's going to hold on to me like that again, they're certainly not going to want to, because I make sure that I punish them for it.
Well, it sounds like she's in your sights, Katie Taylor. Is that kind of, because you're talking about the belts, but is it also about her, getting the belts from her?
I don't think Katie actually wants to fight me again. She had the chance, and I thought the trilogy was kind of signed and it was ready to go, but obviously her manager, because I know that the Zone wanted the fight and everyone was kind of excited and keen for it, but Katie and her team, her manager, they had other plans and they didn't want the fight. So if she pulls through Amanda Serrano, which I don't think she actually will, then if Amanda Serrano is going to be the undisputed champion, I'd love the opportunity to face her as well. Another great fight.
Fights that can be made, Frank?
Well, in this new age of cooperation, why not? We're all best mates. I'm sure we can get it over the line.
That's exactly what we like to hear. Also, a bit of a change in your camp, Shantel. You're up with Grant Smith now as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's been a great move. I think this year I've made some big decisions, some great moves, new promoter, new team, and the only way is back up. And it feels like a reset button. I had a bit of a rubbish year at the end of the last year, and nobody likes losing, but I really don't like losing. I'm a born winner and I'm stubborn. So I made the right changes for me in my career, and I'm very happy and can't wait to get the ball rolling.
And at the start of this presser, I introduced you as the former undisputed super lightweight champion. Is that something that you're like, oh, you're proud of it, or is it like, oh, why is he saying former? Like how do you feel when I say that?
I hate it. I hate being called former champion and former undisputed. The belts are actually in a suitcase in my shed because until I win them back, I don't want to see them.
And what about boxing in the UK? It sounds like, I don't want to give too much away about future plans, but you haven't actually boxed in the UK for a little while.
Yeah, it's been over a year, and I'm so grateful for the people that come out to Dublin 2 times and come to support me, because it wasn't cheap for them. There was hotels, flights, the tickets were quite expensive compared to normal shows. So I'm so grateful for the amount of tickets that I did sell and everyone that come out to support me. But it's time that I come back to the UK and box where people can just jump on a train or jump on in the car and won't be no hassle and go home.
Well, Frank, it sounds like there's plenty to be excited about in the immediate future of Shantel Cameron. Give us your kind of final words, your message to the fans ahead of Shantel.
Well, next week you're going to see what her first fight's going to be. You're going to love it. I know she loves it. She's looking forward to the challenge. And it's the start of her journey with Queensberry. And it's going to be an exciting, really exciting journey. And I do believe what she's setting out to do with us will happen and she'll achieve it. Because she's a quality fighter. Irrespective of whether women's boxing or men's, she's a quality fighter. There's no doubt about that.
Well, let's get a final word from that quality fighter. A big day for you, new signing for Queensberry, new start, new horizons. What can we expect?
Going to expect fireworks. I'm coming in now with a lot of revengeance, a lot of frustration, and can't wait to get back in the ring and show everyone the frustration I've had, the ups and the downs, and now it's going to be a completely different animal, different mindset, new trainer that I feel like is bringing the best out of me as well, and I feel like I've made improvements already, and I'm just ready to put on a show again and get the #1 spot.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Really looking forward to this. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Shantel. Thank you for watching. We're going to get some photos down the front. Thanks.
Thank you, Shantel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madonna.
Cheers, thank you. Thank you. All right,
Yeah, well,
no. I didn't know, I'm just from my phantom.
oh, that's not
So
bad.
it's
Oh,
quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm over the moon and I can't wait to get the ball rolling and have some big nights and great memories with Queensberry. So I started as a kickboxer, then I done a bit of Thai boxing, boxed for Team GB for 8 years, and then I signed professional and won the IBO lightweight world title in my 5th fight, and then moved on to super lightweight, become world champion, unified champion, then undisputed, and here we are now. So I've always liked Frank Warren. I think he keeps it real. I think he's going to be good for me to get my name out there, build my profile. I'm hungry again. I'm out for revenge, and I'm going to make a massive point in the 140 division now that I want my belts back and I'm coming for all, and I'm excited to do this with Queensberry and have Frank backing me.
Here is Prince Aadam Hamed. There is electricity in this crowd.
Aadam Hamed. There's been plenty of new Nazis, the truth really is there was only ever one. There was only ever one. Only ever one.
Time for the next chapter.
Hamed starts with a win.
The Hamed legacy continues with Queensberry. Big up Uncle Frank.
Welcome back to what's been a very special double announcement press conference here today. It's now confirmed Shantel Cameron is a Queensberry fighter. It's also now confirmed Aadam Hamed, the son of Prince Aadam Hamed, is a Queensberry fighter. Here is the Mr. Queensberry himself. Frank Warren, you must be very happy with today.
I am. This is a good day. You know, we've got one of my favourite fighters that I've promoted over the years with Naz. And we're now looking after his son Aadam, and that's a privilege for me, and it's nice that his dad's entrusting his career in our hands. And I think it's going to be a good journey.
Aadam said something up there. He said he always knew in the back of his head it was going to be you, and he actually said family. He sees you as family. That's quite something.
Well, that is, and he's referring me to uncle, which I'm not complaining about because I thought he was going to call me granddad. But no, it's great, and it's as I say, it's a responsibility as well, and as I say, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said to him, if you do a tenth of what your dad done, you're going to be an excellent fighter. But he's got a lot of ambition. He's obviously got big boots to fill. But I think we've got to all step back and realise he's got hardly any amateur experience, and this is going to be a learning process for him. He's got to gain experience. We've got to put him in the right fights at the right time, let him learn his craft, and then hopefully he'll emulate his dad. But there's no rush for this. There's no rush, and I'm not going to let anybody put pressure on him to do that. He's going to fight up and down the country on different shows. Be big shows, small shows. He's going to get every experience that he can, because experience is what it's all about in this game. So, for me, it's brilliant, and I'm going to enjoy it.
He's a likeable guy as well.
Oh,
just from speaking to him,
takes after his mum.
But what have you sensed from his energy? You've met him a few times, obviously. You've signed him.
He's very. I met him a few times now, and he's very hungry. All the boys, the three boys, are very polite. They're very nice kids, and he's very respectful, and he wants to do it. He has no need to do it, but he wants to do it because I suppose that's the fighting genes in his body.
Just can't help it.
To do it. Yeah, that's it. So let's hope that it goes how we all anticipate it will. It's going to be. It's tough coming into it with that burden of, who your dad was. Trying to, that's a hard act to follow. But having no amateur experience as well makes it even tougher. So it's going to be a real hard journey. But I think he's got the resolve and the dedication. He's dedicated to do it.
How surreal was it looking across, seeing Aadam and then seeing Naz and then Sam Jones at the end?
Yes, and Sam would do a good job for him. One thing about Sam, he's not shy in coming forward. He'll be a good manager. He'll look after him and do well for him. I believe that. He's sitting there. It's not something I would have expected to happen, to be quite honest, but it's happened, and we've got to embrace it. And as I say, for me, it's a responsibility, and I've got to make sure that I don't take my eye off the ball.
I'm sure you won't. And Shantel Cameron has also entrusted you with her career now. After a roller coaster of a 2023, she's the only female to beat Katie Taylor, but then she lost to Katie Taylor. You said it was a bit of a dodgy decision. Tell us your thoughts about this signing.
Well, she done the deal. Yeah, George done the deal, and so we're here today to announce it. I think it's great for us. I mean, obviously, I was never really involved in women's boxing, for many years, but I've really warmed to it now. And we've got some really good girls on the roster now. You know yourself, Raven and our little gladiator S.
Absolutely.
From Ireland. We got some really good girls there, and we're embracing it, and that's the way forward. And with Shantel, she's proved what she's all about. I mean, she's, it's not like we've got to go and we've got to bring her through. She's done it. She's done all that anyway. So now we've got to provide the opportunities so she can get back into a situation where she's going to get her titles back, win her titles, and with our new friendship with Matchroom, who knows, we might even get a third fight.
That's what she wants, right? Because
it'd be a nice fight to make, wouldn't it? It'd be a great fight to make, and maybe this time do it in the UK. Who knows? Let's see.
Watch this space. I tell you though, heading into that first fight with Katie Taylor, that was Katie Taylor's homecoming. It was all kind of over there on her terms. It's quite a performance that she went over there and upset everyone.
She showed what she's all about. Yeah. She's not afraid of going into the other guy's backyard. That's what she did. She went and did that, and that says a lot about her. But she's going to be fighting in the UK. We're going to announce her fight next week, which is going to be not far from from Northampton, where she comes from. So. That she's going to hit the ground running.
Yeah, fantastic.
She puts a performance in there, which I know she will do. I believe she'll do it, and it'll be onwards and upwards for her.
You've clearly got the bug. I know people are saying more like don't think of it as male boxing or female boxing, but if we do focus on the female element, you've got the bug now. Like Nicola Adams was a little while ago, but Raven Chapman, you've had Amanda Serrano on a show as well. Yeah. Christy O'Hara.
Christy's
in
done.
Ireland.
I mean, she's been brilliant, and I mean we're embracing it. And Raven's the old, she started off as being the Queen of Queensberry, hasn't she? And so, I just appreciate how much they want it and the dedication and how because you can poo-poo certain things, and then when you think, hang on a minute, someone's actually devoting their life to this, they want it, they mean it, and they do, and they're in the toughest sport of all. Boxing's the toughest of all sports. There's no doubt about it. And these ladies are tough ladies. They're very determined, and they know what they want. And I don't want to get in their way, that's for sure. But they know what they want, and we're there to provide the path and the gateways to make their dreams come true.
Fantastic words. I'm going to keep you on a couple more things. Firstly, Denzel Bentley, Danny Dignam, main event at York Hall, coming up next week.
Fight, that.
It's a
cracker fight. And Denzel's career's on the line. This is it. Can't afford to lose this one. And he's in with someone who's not coming to sharpen and make up the numbers, as we always say. It's a tough fight, and Denzel's got to show what is there, what's in the tank. He's got to come out and make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, I said to him, this is must-win, right? He's like, listen, every fight
this is a must-win. Oh, listen, all fights are must-win. But when you're coming off losses and fights that some people feel you may should have won, it has to be a must-win because you can't afford another loss.
Yeah, it's a big night for him. Big night at York Hall, May 11th. We're very close now to Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk. That undisputed fight is edging closer and closer day by day. Some of us, Frank, are counting down the hours. Thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that, spoke with Tyson last weekend. He's really in a good place. Mentally, he sounds brilliant. I know physically he is. And this is the fight we all have been waiting to see. It got postponed. A lot of things have been said, but you know what? Once that bell goes, and we're only a couple of weeks away now. A couple of weeks away, was it 15 days away? Once that bell goes, get down on it, and the best man's going to win. And I genuinely feel that Tyson's going to make an emphatic statement in this fight.
I think it's going to be electric out there. By the way, the atmosphere and everything. I think we're looking forward.
It is electric. It's an electric fight. Look, it's the first time this century the 4 belts have been on the line, and I think the last century it was three belts on the line. So it's the 4 belts on the line, and both of them are undefeated. They're both undefeated fighters. They're both at the top of their game, and there is a split opinion amongst people in the business who they feel will win the fight, which is great because that adds to the drama and the flavour of it. And we want the belts back here in the UK. We want him to bring those 4 belts back here. To do it for himself, his family, and for us. That's what we want. I want to see that happen, and I know it'll happen. I know he can do it.
Confident words, Frank Warren. Thank you so much.
Pleasure,
congratulations on your new signings, by the way. Well done.
Signings. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Queensberry man.
I am indeed. I
Well,
am indeed. Thank you, Frank, and thank you for watching today. I hope you're happy with that. Shantel Cameron, former undisputed super lightweight champion, has joined Queensberry. She wants Katie Taylor again. She wants her old belts back. Let's see if it can happen. And the son of the legendary Prince Naseem Hamed, Aadam Hamed, has joined. He's joined the same hands that guided his father's career are now going to be guiding his. So much to come. Stick with us. We've got a few announcements next week as well. Thanks for joining us.